Tonight, America's struggling middle class has said every way possible that the big banks bailed out by taxpayer dollars are not doing enough to help. In our new poll, 69% of you say the banks owe more. And now we have a whistleblower who has come forward saying he can't bear what's happening to customers at his big bank who thought they were playing by the rules. Here's David Muir.
They should be held accountable.
Thousands of you have reached out to us.
Haven't been able to recover.
Beside yourself with the banks after that promise that following the taxpayer bailout, there would be help for homeowners simply trying to hold on to their homes. 6.5 million Americans are now late on their mortgages, a new record. And yet to date, how many of you have been helped? Just 168,000 have had their mortgages permanently modified in that federal program announced after the bailout. And until now, we have not heard from someone inside the bank.
You've worked at the bank for 20 years.
Yes, that's correct.
This vice president at one of the biggest banks asked that we not show his face. We've changed his voice. He is aware of the thousands who've emailed us, like Jay and Leanne Given. Both lost their jobs, begging their bank for 6 months to modify their mortgage, and yet nothing.
You know, we're raised to do the right thing, and you know, we're treated like a number.
But what about all this talk from Washington that after the bailout, the major banks would help homeowners?
It's just not happening.
His bank alone holds tens of millions in deposits.
In the last year, how many loan modifications have you seen in your particular bank?
Completed? Fully completed? 0.
And he says it's no accident, that runaround you're getting at the bank, revealing what he says he's been told by his higher-ups, that when customers ask him for mortgage help, what should he say?
To have them to call the 1-800 number.
And what happens when these customers call the 1-800 number?
They get a complete runaround.
And then those loyal customers come back to him.
They've been pleading, come to me crying in tears.
And mortgages, he says, are just the tip of the iceberg.
I'm in the middle of this disaster, and no one's listening at the top, and no one's listening to the customer.
Just one banker's version of the culture inside the bank. In fact, he told us about these managers' meetings, sometimes 8-9 hours long. And we asked him, how long do they spend talking about the struggling middle class, refinancing those mortgages? He said 5 minutes. And Diane, he said, that's generous in his words.